I'm Shachar Ettinger. I'm from Kfir Azza. Ziv, do you want to add something?
We're both students in Tel Aviv University, different subjects, both therapy.
Do you mind sharing what happened that day?
So you want me to start, Ziv?
Yeah, I'm just going to say that I wasn't in the kibbutz on that day. I was terrified on the outside. So this is why Shachar is going to tell the story from the inside, and I'll add later things about the outside.
I came for the weekend to visit my parents, like I'm doing like once in 2 weeks. It's usual. So on Saturday morning, something like 6:30, we woke up from alarms and bombs. We're used to be under attack and with all the alarms, so we go to the safe room immediately and just stay there for like 20 half hour, just been there. All this time there were alarms and not regular bombs. I've noticed this is different from the usual attacks. And then
You noticed it was different. You just felt that it was different, or you heard that it was different?
I also heard and like the alarms didn't stop for I think more than 20 minutes. So it was unusual. I don't know the hours, I don't remember, but I think something like 7:30, 8. We started to get messages. We also heard shooting in the guns, but we didn't know this is something so close. We heard it stronger than the usual, but we didn't knew that is wrong. And we started to get messages in the WhatsApp groups that people are seeing terrorists, that people live inside their houses, terrorists. And I got a message from my friend that terrorists inside his parents' house, and his father is shot in both arms, that is injured, in a bad mood. And then we started to realize this is a lot different than usual. I thought that, I don't know, it's like maybe 3, 4, 5 terrorists and the army will come and kill them, I don't know, and I need to be in the safe room a little bit more, and that's it. And the time has passed, and we got so much messages from so much people that they have terrorists inside their houses. People got shot and wrote it on the WhatsApp, just messages of people dying, literally dying, on the WhatsApp.
People you know, people like
Yeah.
the
We
community.
know everyone.
We know everyone in the kibbutz. It's the community we grow all of our lives. And it's getting closer to our home. I've been with both of my parents in the safe room, and we did some things. We thought it would be good. We thought that we locked the safe room door, and then eventually we know now that it wasn't. We weren't able to lock it. We put the closet on the door, I don't know, to block or something, and we lied on the ground that we won't shoot if they will want to shoot us from, I don't know, from the door or from the window. I've been in the army. I know how to not manage situations like this, but I
Handle
know,
stressful situation.
yeah, I know what I need to do, and like I got control on the situation, and like I wanted to protect my parents, and we just lied on the floor, waiting for something to happen. I think it's something like, maybe Ziv will know better, 11 or 12 terrorists. Yeah. In the beginning, I was with my phone, and like it turned off because we weren't have no electricity. And like something like 11, we heard them, the terrorists, outside the home, speak, shouting in Arabic. So much shooting, I don't know, bombs, and then they got inside the house. I don't know to tell how I felt. You know that the death is literally outside the door. You can't do anything, anything. Like we don't have anything to protect ourselves. You're thinking of, I don't know, maybe you will go and they will kill you, but uh, somehow my parents will be safe. I don't know, thinking about everything. And then a few minutes later, they tried to open the safe room door, and I don't know how. Luckily, they didn't manage to do it, and they did it twice. In these moments, you just know that you're going to die, and I don't know, you're feeling, I don't know words to describe.
Did it feel like probably a disconnection? It's life or death. There's nothing else.
Yeah, no, you know you're going to die, and like in this moment, I hold my parents' hands, and I don't know, just waited that this will happen. And luckily, as I said, they didn't manage to open the safe room door.
It was Ness.
Really, like actually in real life.
Yeah, and they've been inside our house, we know now, for a few hours. They defend from there to outside. All of this time we're hearing them talking and shooting, and it's terrifying. You're doing nothing. I'll add that because when we have alarm, צבע אדום, we're going immediately to the safe room. So we didn't brought any food, water, we didn't have electricity. So you just lying on the floor. I've been there almost 24 hours, just lying there, do nothing in the darkness.
And they got there on 6:30. They just woke up. They didn't even pee in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've been inside our house for a few hours until the evening, I think 6 or 7, and then I think they left, and we just, as I said, lied on the floor. We started to get hungry and thirsty and need to do our I don't know how to say it in English, privacy.
Your business at the restroom.
Yeah. And you need to do it without making any noise. So in Monday, 2 days after the 7th, we didn't got any signal from my friend that he was my roommate in the apartment in Tel Aviv, and he were in the kibbutz with his mother. So on Monday, we got the we got the
message.
Yeah, the message that they about murdered inside the safe room. And also I have one more friend that kidnapped to Gaza. He's been there for 70 for 70 days. And then just one day, we got the message that is also he shooted from our army. They didn't noticed like they didn't know that he's kidnapped, that this is him, and they thought he's just a civilian and
No, terrorist. They thought he was a terrorist.
yeah. And also dead. So I have two best friends that are dead now, and also two others that also kidnapped to Gaza, and they're still there more than 100 days.
120 days now.
Yeah, almost 4 months. Maybe now it's 4 months. We just know that they're alive from, I think, a month later, and now we don't know nothing about them. So I'll say, although my story is so terrible, but what is going on now, it's even worse. It's worse than a nightmare. And all of our community hurt so bad. We have 65 people from our community from Kfir Azza.
Around 67 now.
67, yeah.
After the kidnap was shoot.
So 67 people that are dead from our community, from our kibbutz, from Kfir Azza, and 5 others that are now in captivity. Yeah, that's what they call it. That are now in captivity in Gaza, and we still wait from them that will get to Israel, and until they will back, we can't move forward. Yeah.
And how do you, when you got out, how do you deal with the grief? How do you go on and go back to being a student and live a normal life?
So as I said, I didn't even started to moving forward. I didn't manage to deal with the grief. I don't do nothing with it until my friends and all of the other people that now in Gaza that kidnapped will be back. We can't move on with our lives. I'm trying to be on like temporary routine, but it's not regular life. It's not even close.
And it's not our home. I mean, we're living as refugee in our own country. We don't have homes to go to. Our parents' home doesn't exist. I mean, like whenever someone having a hard time, he goes back to his parents for a bit, they cuddle him, they let him eat tasty food. We don't have that. We don't have a place to go back to. We're refugees in our own country. And it makes it even harder to go back to like something similar to routine. I mean, our community suffered really badly. Shachar and Eden, their age group, suffered one of the most rough loss in the entire kibbutz. 2 of the members are murdered and 2 kidnapped. It's people they grew up with since the day they were born. It's not like regular friends, it's like siblings.
Yeah.
And
just imagine that you have, I don't know, maybe even not thinking about the people that are dead. Think about the people, like your best friends are now in Gaza. You don't know what is their situation. You don't know if they're eating well, if they sleeping well, they drinking. don't know nothing, and they're under the ground. It's like, it's crazy to think about it.
We heard on the news on all the girls that were also hurt and all those horror stories in addition, and just that on its own.
Yeah, we have two young girls, like one is 1 year younger than me and one is 2 years older than me, and that's are there. And they just released a video of one of them from the Hamas, and she looks terrible. She looks tortured.
They're not living. Those conditions are not, they're not able to live. And until they will be back home, we can't live.
So what can we do to help as students? We are here, we're listening to you, we are here for you, we want to help you. This is your time to ask from us. What do you need from us?
Well, I think that the most important thing is the support of the world. Like show the world, show your voice, show that what happened here is important. That the thing that Israel is doing to defend itself is justified. So this is my opinion.
I think this in generally the most important thing, that also with the knowledge about what happened, and that are people now in Gaza are in captivity. And also, if we're going back to the project, I think the financial situation of us are problematic now. Like as we said,
like how are you living right now? How are most families living right now? You have no home. What's happened?
So most of the families are now live in a small room. They can live there
in a hotel.
Yeah, in an hotel, 5 like parents and 3 children, 3 little children in one small room. This is not conditions. They don't work, so they don't have money to, I don't know, to be somewhere else. And like we want to be with our community now, together and unite. And as I said, the financial problem is big now, and I think the support will be, I don't know, maybe more. We can't back to life, but with a little help, we can start to think about the future. And I know it's not like I didn't need anything in my life. Like my parents, we grow in the best situation in the world. We didn't need anything in our youth, and now it's tough for me to ask for help of in financial problems, but it is what it is. Yeah.
It's not a natural place to ask for money. It's not. Yeah. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it's
not the values you were raised on.
Yeah.
No.
And I can say that it will be so helpful for all of the families. All the people will be grateful to get some help, and I think it's a bless.
I think so too.